Hello Sagittarius, this is Victoria from Mindful Bamboo and I'm here with your May Tarot Forecast. We will look at your love life, at your career and workspace, and we'll get you some guidance from your person of interest to yourself. I will start with an oracle message, and today I picked the wisdom of the oracle deck for that. So let's jump straight in. This reading is for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising. If you're checking for your sun sign, please check for your other placements as well. Check those readings, I mean. Hope you guys are doing great. Hope you are excited about May. April was kind of rocky, but you know what they say, April showers bring May flowers. So hopefully that's how it's gonna work out for you. Okay. Between Worlds. Ooh, haven't seen this card in a while. So there is some sort of transitional period that's happening where you're kind of holding on in your mind to the old world, but basically the universe is already changing things around you and bringing the right people in to support your new life, which could feel weird. Between the Worlds is where you must let go of the tendency to make assumptions. This is a time when you're unable to see what is ahead. Cultivate curiosity and trust the process of change and growth. You are done learning the lessons of recent experiences. In this place between what was and what will be is a state of making and unmaking and making again. What is essential now is to admit not knowing. There's great freedom and power to be unleashed. A mystery that is not yours to understand weaves the web of life within a divine matrix of consciousness greater than your own thoughts, feelings, beliefs, desires, and decisions. The seeds that were planted in the past begin to take root, but what surfaces will probably not be what you expect. When you are between the worlds, you're invited to see with the curious eyes of a child glimpsing a rainbow for the first time. Do so, and you will not be disappointed. Love it. Love this message already. Okay, let's see what we have for you with tarot here. By the way, this is my new show, Mindfully Awake. You can search for this title on YouTube, on Facebook, on LinkedIn, and on any podcast platform, and you will find it. It goes out live every Friday at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And of course, we talk, as the name suggests, we talk about mindfulness and wellness, different topics around it. So, Sagittarius, for your love life, you have 7 of Swords, Knight of Wands, 10 of Cups. Wow. For your career, you have the Star. This is Aquarius energy. Ace of Coins. Knight of Cups. And finally, 5 of Swords, 9 of Wands, and the Hermit. This is Virgo energy. All right. Bottom of the deck, the Tower. Yeah, that's that in-between worlds that we were just reading about. So I won't read too much into that, but just know that there could be surprising turns of events, pretty much. You know, some of them will be more pleasant and kind of like a happy surprise, like Christmas time, but some of them will be not as joyful, at least not in the moment. So, you know, just be curious and remember that this is all done to support the new life. Sorry guys, I'm just gonna do this. To support your new life. So it's done for your benefit, even if you don't really see it in the moment. Let it kind of like those emotions go through you and release them. So for your love life, I'm getting that recently you've seen some, or you've noticed, or you realize that there are some secrets that the other person is keeping from you. And on the surface, they seemed very much driven and with a lot of passion, but something was up. Like there is some information that they're not telling you. And obviously, you're trying not to judge and not to be judgmental, as if, you know, it may not be about you really, but you're still worried, right? And you want this person to open up. So what is important this month is to focus on the emotional intimacy, on building more of that and bringing it into your experience with your person. So don't necessarily just approach them and say, you know, you gotta come clean, what's going on? Because there's a good chance that they're not gonna open up. Not because they, you know, there's a problem with you, but because they are not used to it, or it's something that goes beyond like a regular conversation that they would have with someone else, right? They're not used to talking about things like that with others. And you know, like sometimes there may also be internal blocks in terms of talking about some specific topics with the opposite sex, the opposite energy, right? Maybe the same sex, but the opposite energy at least. Yeah, so what will help is, and that's something big, and it's not something that's gonna go away in one day, so you've got time. But it's important to build that emotional intimacy so that kind of indirectly you're getting closer and your person is getting ready to open up to you, right? So don't push it, don't force it, don't rush it, but create the space where you have an opportunity. And obviously will depend here, this is a collective reading, will depend on what your person likes, what do you guys like doing together, what kind of lifestyle you have, right? Will depend on what is it that you're gonna pursue. But something where there is like a more natural way to, you know, hang out together and just the two of you and be able to open up about different things. It doesn't have to be this right away, right? But just little by little, and you will build that road, you will build that bridge between you, the two of you, so that they can finally tell you what to, you know, what is going on. Okay, for your career, we have the Star, the Ace of Coins, which is Ace of Pentacles, and the Knight of Cups. So yeah, definitely you're looking at starting up something new and exciting. And I'm getting that this is part of that in between worlds, right? Like something new that maybe you're only dreaming about, or maybe you spoke to your friend about this, like, oh my God, one day I'd love to be a fashion designer, for example, right? Maybe you're an accountant and you just don't see how one can lead to another. And so this is like a dream of yours that you love having, but it's like behind a glass door, so you don't really do anything with it. And then finally, you're like, right now you'll be able to see some opportunities to get into fashion business and be like, oh my God, really? Right? This was an example. Maybe it's relevant to some of you. I don't know. Somehow it just came to my mind. But something like that is going to open up and you're asked to take it on. There will be someone who will be supportive here, whether it's a friend, a colleague, could be obviously someone new from this new space, right? They're Knight of Cups, so they say it like, well, they say it like it is, but with love. You know, this is somebody who will provide emotional support, who will be there. They're an empath, and they are on your team. They are in your corner. So don't reject the offer because you feel like you can't do it alone, because someone is there to help you, or they will appear once you accept the offer. Sometimes that's how the universe works. So beautiful, I love it. Of course, this person could have a lot of water in their chart, which is Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. And then finally, the advice from the universe. We have Five of Swords, Nine of Wands, and the Hermit. There's still a lot of fear and thinking deep down that this is not gonna come through, or this is too good to be true, right? So it's very important for you to go into this hermit mode where you have this time and space to connect to your heart, to connect to your guides, right? Be more mindful of what's going on. And first of all, rebalance and ground yourself so you can make the best decisions, you know, externally. But also this will help with faith, and with seeing, you know, the positive side of it, positive side of the coin, like how it can work out rather than why it wouldn't work out. Your brain would be playing this because it's too unusual, right? But it's very important. That's why it's very important to connect to your soul, to your heart, so that you can override that tune with something deeper and meaningful. Because these programs are pretty basic usually, right? And once you have deeper understanding, you see the meaning and you get the inspiration, then this is not gonna matter really. And Sagittarius are usually people who are hopeful, dreamy, enthusiastic. So this is the time to connect to that big time. This is who you are. Okay, let's get some messages from Sagittarius person to themselves. What are the messages from your person? Seven of Wands. I'll take this one. And Queen of Cups. Yeah, so your person, this is what they have to go through. The person is defending themselves, and I heard the message. They never thought that they will have to do this battle with these people, that they would have to defend their position to these guys. Like, this is part of the stress and shock that these people were not were not supportive, were not on their side, and they had to fight for their place in the sun, so to speak. But they see you as this beautiful Queen of Cups, and it doesn't have to be female, you know, take it how it resonates, but this is the energy, right? Very nurturing, very supportive, with a lot of emotional intelligence. And they can almost like see the big contrast between what they have to go through in this environment. I don't know whether it's work or friends and family or something completely different, but they know that you're their safe harbor, and they can come to you for that nourishment, for understanding. It's just that there's so much going on here that sometimes it's hard for them to break it off and like transform completely for when they come home to you or when they see you, and be completely open, you know, like when they have to protect themselves here and shield themselves from, you know, the outside influence, from all that pain and struggle, then it's hard for them to just completely open up like in the next moment with you. So they're learning, they're mastering that, but they're hoping that this will stay, like you will still be there in their corner when this is over, when you guys can switch into a lot more celebratory energy and just enjoy life as it is. Okay, I hope this was useful for you, Sagittarius. Thank you so much for joining me today, guys. I love you all, and I'll be back with more readings very, very soon. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe to my channel, and share it with those people who may benefit from this kind of readings.